Welcome to the Thirsty Mage. David Lloyd here, providing some audio for Jordan Rudek's preview of Sakura Wars, the soft reboot launching April 28th on the PlayStation 4. We'll have a full review ready for you later this month, but we're here now to provide some early impressions of Jordan's experience so far. Taking place in a steampunk version of Tokyo, Sakura Wars follows the exploits of Sujiro Kamiyama, a fellow who becomes captain of the Imperial Combat Review's Flower Division. Combat and review are the operative words here, since they describe the two primary gameplay segments at least through the first two chapters of the game. Chapter 1 begins with Kamiyama being assigned to his new post and meeting his charges, Sakura, Hachiho, and Clarice, all of whom are both theater performers and mecha drivers. The dual roles of the characters add a unique flavor to the game, but early on it's the review portion of their outfit that dominates the playtime. Chapter 2 introduces a few more characters to Kamiyama's Retsuin, including a famous singer and actor who will hopefully buoy the struggling theater. Both chapters end with a combat sequence where Kamiyama and the others hop into mecha suits to repel demon attacks. They enter some type of dark realm with portals that summon enemies. Most of your foes consist of small and medium-sized robots, and there can be more than a dozen on screen at once, giving the action of Sakura Wars the feeling of a Musogen. Moving and attacking in the mecha is fast-paced and satisfying. You can chain combos together with light and heavy attacks, cross large gaps, and juggle enemies with a double jump, and charge up an ultimate attack that has felled the two bosses I've encountered with a single use. You can also switch between characters, which is especially important in the second chapter with some of the harder to reach enemies. It's still early in Jordan's playthrough, but some of the highlights have been the combat segments and the anime cutscenes. Hopefully the later chapters will feature more of a balance between the mecha action and the slower narrative sequences, because there really aren't any progression mechanics. The story segments and side quests don't necessarily feel as rewarding. You only seem to be able to improve your relationship with your teammates and other characters, which hasn't had a noticeable impact on the ability to fight through the mecha section of the first portion of the game. That said, there have been some light but cute interactions between Kamiyama and the leading ladies surrounding him. It remains to be seen if the story will introduce a little more drama and gravitas by the end. Though with 8 total chapters, there's still a lot of content to dive into, so stay tuned for that full review just before the release of Sakura Wars on April 28th.